The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey everybody, this is Ken Krell. Welcome to today's presentation. We'll start in just a second. Just want to make sure everybody can hear me okay. We've had a couple of sound issues today, so I want to make sure everybody can hear me okay. If you can hear me, just do me a favor, pop in the chat, let me know everything is good, and we will, we will just pop in the chat real quick while I turn off my Skype to make sure that we all do that. I want you guys doing the same thing. Can you hear me? Let's see. Looks like everyone can hear me okay. Everybody? George, Susan, Tom, Bill, Larry. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, guys, here's the deal. I see you. I know you're here. And if we're going to work together today, you need to play. Okay, so this is going to be an interactive session. So I need you to pop in the chat and just tell me you can hear me. And tell me that you're going to play today, because otherwise you're wasting your time. This is going to be fantastic, but it's got to be two ways. Otherwise, it's not a workshop. It's not a clinic. So there we go. There we go. Okay. Had to play hardball, but now I got you. All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's get going. I'm going to count down to 3 so I can get a solid recording for our archives. And let's rock and roll. So here we go. 3, 2. Hey everybody, this is Ken Krell. Welcome to today's presentation. You are in for a treat. And I say that because we've done a lot of prep time for this particular presentation. And it's a very important one because we're going to share with you how you can triple your sales and profits, even if you've never made a penny online, make money quickly, and kind of beat the other online marketers at their own game. I mean, truly, there's so much going on out there right now that's in the way of your own progress, and my objective is to help get you past there. So here's my goal for you today. I want you to be able to walk away from today's presentation knowing the strategies you're going to want to implement immediately to create a dependable, consistent marketing program that brings you prospects, clients, and customers that pay you over and over. All right. Now, what about you? How many of you would be jazzed if you walked away from our workshop today with a real plan on how you can make your marketing 3 times more effective? And that means more profitable for your business. Would that be cool if we did that? Would that be good? 3 times more profitable? That should be a big yes coming through that chat. Yep, and I'm starting to see it. Okay, so keep talking to me. Keep talking to me. All right. So a couple of housekeeping things as we get started today. First thing is this time is for you, so I want you to make the most of it. Just as I turned my Skype off as we began, I want you to turn your cell phones or whatever it is that you communicate with, put them in the silent or vibrate position, put them in airplane mode, whatever you need to do. If there's things around you that are distracting you or whatever, put them away for the next 90 minutes because quite frankly, what you're going to hear is pretty revolutionary and nobody is doing it in the marketplace except the big players like Huffington Post and stuff that have, billions upon billions of dollars behind them. So I really want you to pay close attention because this is really for you. And trust me, it is right now as we do this. It's late here in Thailand. I'm coming to you from Bangkok. It is now midnight in Thailand on a late night, and I could be sleeping, but I want to give you this information. So you got to play too, all right? And I want you to be dedicated to what you're going to learn. Are you good with that? Okay. Great. Thank you, guys. Okay, so you're going to discover, here we go, you're going to discover the automatic marketing multiplier that triples your profits on autopilot. And then you're going to learn how to put it all together and learn how to get your customers to stick to you like glue. Now, there's some serious stuff out there, and I haven't made a slide about this, so we're going to do this verbally without a visual. But there's a serious issue out there with people that are coming to your websites and leaving, and we're going to talk about the drama of that and how it kills you, how it absolutely horrifies your marketing budget. Okay, but I got to warn you right up at the top. This is not for small thinkers. Okay, this is for people that take action. This is for people that are going to get the job done. And just so there's no surprises, yes, there is going to be an offer at the end for the tool that we've developed that will help you put this strategy in place. And I want to earn the right to do that. So just like any other webcast that we do, we give you lots and lots of quality, but I want to make sure it's okay with you if we give you that offer at the end. And by the way, you'll tell me by still being here because you can kick me off anytime you want by just leaving the webinar. So thank you, by the way, for all saying yes in the chat. I appreciate that. So let's take stock of where we are. How many of you guys with me right now are thrilled and happy with your results for the past 12 months, for the past year? Just pop in the chat if you're happy with your results. I'll wait. George says no. George, you are not alone. I'm seeing Billy says no, Larry says no, Rick says no, Sally says no. I'm saying, Linda says, who are you kidding? Yeah, that's the challenge. Here's what everybody said. All right. Over the past 6 to 8 months or so, we've been asking this on webinars, and the results have been pretty consistent. You as a group have been active anywhere from 1 to over 6 years. You have spent over $5,000 in your online education and training, and over 80% of you, and today it seems to be unanimous, are not happy with your results. Now, that's a hell of a disconnect, isn't it? I mean, that's crazy. Makes you just enough to scream. What happened? What happened that all that time, energy, effort, money, and so on has led to all this frustration and lack of success? Well, I think you focused on the madness, but not on simply making money. It's kind of going back to the basics and getting away from the bright, shiny object syndrome. Because quite frankly, most of you guys are doing it the old way, which is just trying to throw crap against the wall to see what sticks, and you end up nowhere near the bullseye. The way we want you to go is to just go straight for that bullseye and be singular about it. Don't do everything. Do the things that are best suited for you in your business and in your life. Now, for those of you, most of you guys that are here know me, but for those that are here that do not know me, because some of you are here with like anonymous names, I'm Ken Krell. This is my pet tiger, Irving. I kid you on this. He's not my pet tiger, but when you come to Thailand, we go to Chiang Mai, to Tiger Kingdom, which is a tiger preserve. We'll go talk to Irving. I just named him just now. But you can go and actually pet the tigers, get pictures with them, and even little babies will jump all over you. It's really fun. For the past 30 plus years, I've trained thousands of people to make millions of dollars in real estate investments and in business. I've created and managed multi-million-dollar projects all over the globe, but that's not the important thing. I mean, everyone can brag about what they've done, and nobody, frankly, cares. What's most important, I think, is this. 7 years ago, after the global financial meltdown, sadly, with losses and debt in the multiple millions of dollars, and I'm not exaggerating, it was multiple millions of dollars, I had an experience at a movie theater in Miami that left me literally 2 hours from death. Now, a skilled heart surgeon saved my life, but it took something far more powerful than a scalpel to fix the real cause of the heart attack. Now, today, I'm 59 years old, and I'm healthier than I ever have been. I climb 62-story buildings in a single bound. Well, it's not exactly a single bound. It took me 30, I think it was like 19 and a half minutes, or it's like 19 and a half minutes, I think, this past year, to finish the vertical marathon at the Banyan Tree Hotel. But I can do that. I run up 62-story buildings, trek mountains in Nepal, travel the world, and my life has really turned around because I've had to make some serious choices and stay focused. And it's all because I made that shift. Now, today, I'm going to share that shift with you so that you will never have to put your life at risk as I did. Okay, so you guys ready? You guys ready? All right. Now we should have at some point today a guest speaker popping in. Gina has planned to be here before she runs to the airport. But Gina Gaudio-Graves is a friend of mine, business partner of mine for years. She's the dean and founder of Directions University. She is the co-founder of DoVisio. She's also been known as the JV Queen, but I kid her all the time. I tell her that I consider her to be a sex symbol and humanitarian. She's just a bunch of fun. She's also the inspiration behind really what's led up to this particular webcast. So she should be joining us a little bit later, just for a quick hello, I think. But let's move on. So if you guys are ready, let's go hit the rules. The rules, new rules in the scheme of life. And I want you to write these down. These are really, really important. Okay, really important. So here we go. Number one, my health comes first. At the end of the day, if you're dead, I was 2 hours away from death, nothing else matters. So your health comes first. And if you cannot walk because one side of your body is paralyzed, right, due to a stroke, nothing else matters. I mean, you've just changed everything. So your health has to come first. Number two, your lifestyle must be full of fun and adventure. Now, that means your family. That means your spirituality. That means all the rest of that, because I want fun and adventure to be the part that really encompasses your lifestyle, right? And that's important. Number three, write this down. My income source must be location independent and dependable. Location independent and dependable. So if what you do is fix cars for a living, and that's your business, if you're not fixing a car, you're not making money. If you're not making money, well, where's your stability? If you're a chiropractor, same kind of thing. You either have to hire more chiropractors or restructure the way your business is. Massage therapists, hairdressers, all these people that are in those kind of service businesses are at giant risk because while they can run around and perhaps cut hair or fix bodies in other parts of the globe, they still got to restart, and there's no dependability there. So you got to have the fourth rule, and the fourth rule is this, you guys: all rules must be met or it doesn't get done. All rules have to be met or it doesn't get done. That's the fundamental that needs to drive you to be successful in today's marketplace. Bottom line, do we agree? Does this make sense for you guys? Okay, do we agree? I'm hearing a lot of yes, yes, common sense, yes. It may be common sense, but it's not very common. And you will go out of balance. I know that. It happens to all of us. But you got to meet these rules. And at the end of the day, if you do meet these rules, you will be successful. Yeah, George says absolutely. So with that said, let's dive in, because we're gonna take care of. And by the way, when your lifestyle is full of fun and adventure, and you've got great income sources, it's easy to be healthy. A lot of your stress is going to go away. Okay, for me, it was stress. Okay, so let's keep going. So I want you to create a multi-six-figure 2016. This is going to be your year of action, and what I mean by that is less learning and more earning. I want you to stop buying courses. I want you to start taking action. Now, if you need to fine-tune something, for example, yesterday I watched a program by my buddy Jim Edwards, and he's selling something that is a great tool to build and support podcasts. Now, if you're going to do a podcast, you need what Jim had to sell. And it was super cheap. It was a really great deal. But you need that because it will help you. And he's got a training built into it and so on and so forth. So that's when you want to be laser focused on training to help you utilize some of the skills that you need. I want you to focus on momentum and results, because the bottom line is this: your speed and size of profit is based on how aggressive you are. And based on how aggressive you are. My dad, my ex-father, said to me many years ago, he said, and he had a sign behind his desk, it said, "And the meek shall not inherit the earth." A little bit sacrilegious, but that was the kind of guy he is. The meek shall not inherit the earth. God gave us the ability to take charge and to be a sentient being, to make decisions. Make the decision, take the action, get stuff done. Law of attraction is not about sitting back and waiting for it to come to you because you're putting your hands together and murmuring home. It's not about that. It's actually getting the stuff done. So what's it going to take? It's going to take simplicity. You need a winning system, and I'll tell you what: simple wins. If you can't explain what you're doing, then you shouldn't be doing it, because then you just don't understand it. If you can't make it easy to understand, if you can't explain it, you shouldn't be doing it. Plain and simple. I used to teach that for years in my real estate trainings. Next, you got to be focused. You got to be very, very singularly focused on one goal. When you master that, that's fantastic. But if you're working on 10 things at one time, then none of them are going to get done. Do one, do well with it, and then do more. Okay, I'm not saying you shouldn't do other things, but I'm saying get one right. And you need to have consistent action. You got to be consistent. If you're not taking action every day, if you're not brushing your teeth every day, you're going to lose your teeth. Same thing with your business. If you're not working on your attitude, you're going to lose your attitude. If you're not taking care of your health, you're going to lose your health. So just as you hopefully take care of your teeth every day, I want you to take care of your business every day as well, with the most important things every single day. All right. Now, I want to get real with you here. I want to walk you through some specific strategies and systems that are building just great sales numbers right now. But the results I'm presenting to you are certainly not typical, and the actual person who attends any training gets zero result. They do nothing. However, today I'm happy to show you exactly what is working. It's super exciting, and when you put it into use, it will make a giant difference in your life. So what we're going to learn today is this: how to turn your marketing into a more effective, captivating, and energetic client generation machine so you can create new, long-term, high-profit business while you sleep. And I'm serious about that. Even if you're just getting started with no list, no product, and no engagement, this will work for you. Next, I want you to learn how to get your website visitors to stay on your site without any extra effort, so you can build your Google rankings without any SEO tactics. SEO, don't worry about it. Now, by the way, this is really important because the average bounce rate, listen to me carefully, the average bounce rate for the kind of websites that we do as marketers is anywhere from 70 to over 90%. That means that 70 to 90% of the people that come to your site will never get past the first page and will leave fast. That's tragic. And we do, as a general rule, not as a general, like 99% of us, don't know how to fix it in a way that is a more effective way other than let's fix the layout of our website. Let's add better colors or different fonts or something to make the site more engaging. There's other things you can do that are much more direct and are not even so esoteric as should we use this font or that color or whatever. Okay, I'm going to show you that today. But the bounce rate issue is gigantic. And think about it this way. If you're spending $100 on Facebook ads and 90% of the people that come to your website, and actually when it comes to e-commerce, it's almost 98%, bail and don't buy anything. That means that only $2 of those 100 are doing any good for you. That's a problem. We're going to fix that today. I mean, how horrible is it if your bounce rate's 90%? 90% of your marketing dollars are being thrown away without any profit. That's bad. So today we're going to learn how to fix that. You're going to learn how to avoid getting caught up in the hamster wheel of online prospecting so you can stop searching and start serving people, which means you can finally earn a living with the people that you want to do business with right now. And you're going to learn the new way to build a long-lasting, income-stable business you can be proud of, which will allow you to live that totalpreneur lifestyle where you have everything. Right? Now, why is this important to you right now? Because first of all, ladies and gentlemen, most marketing strategy that we have learned is just been simply dead wrong. It's amazing. It's been all about megaphone marketing. Okay, and that's just really bad. Yelling and screaming to get over the crowded din is not a way to build a relationship. It's just a way to make it even worse. All right. It's been mostly about hitting singles and not going for the home run. A lot of small thinking out there. And by the way, for a lot of people, it's been about how to outsmart Google as if you possibly could. That ain't going to work. All right. This is different. Today is really about not get rich quick. It is not about do nothing and get paid. It is not about game shenanigans or black hats. And it is certainly not about flashy tactics or throwing stuff against the wall to make a buck. It is about strategy and systems. Now, is this for you? Well, if you sell other people's products and you sell other people's services and you want to build your own community while you triple your profits, this has been specifically designed for you. If you're a blogger and you post any content on your website at all and want to keep the people on your site and boost your Google rankings, this was also totally designed for you. If you want to use YouTube, by the way, and use YouTube videos to seamlessly sell other people's products for you, this is absolutely for you. And if you want to be among the few online marketers that actually have a thriving, steady, consistent income, you're going to love what's happening today. Also, if you want to work less, make more, and have more fun in this process, this is going to be time very well spent. Ladies and gentlemen, who this is not for, and no one who's here today, it's not, you guys don't fit in this category, thank goodness. People with no value to offer don't want to talk to you. People looking for the magic answer, well, my crystal ball broke a couple days ago. I have not found a replacement yet, so I'm sorry. People that blame other people for their own lack of action. Blamers, not part of my reality. People that are difficult to work with, not part of our reality. If you blame people for your own lack of effort and energy, that doesn't get you anywhere closer to your goal. It just creates more problems. Okay, just look at what's happening in the political conversation in the United States, and you can see what I'm talking about, right? So you got to accept accountability, which no politician seems to want to do. A dirty little secret. Nearly all entrepreneurs seem to suffer from an imposter complex, and they don't value themselves to their full potential. So if you've been feeling dissatisfied with your results, then that might be part of the problem, and that makes it in your head. And I want you to change your head game. Change your head game, a lot of other things change too. And I don't want to avoid that because that's kind of fundamental to your success and was fundamental to my challenges as I got out of that whole stress madness that got me my heart attack, right? So there's 5 pillars to maximize your profit. I want you to write these down. These are really important. I'm going to go through them quickly, and then we'll dive in more deeply. Okay, so get your pen and paper ready, or whatever you use for notes, and I'm going to take a sip of some tea. So the first one, excuse me, the first one is engagement. For bloggers, authors, content people, engaging with your audience and having them communicate with you is essential to your success. The second pillar of the 5 pillars is authority. To be associated with celebrity so that the authority of the celebrity rubs off on you. You've got to be known as an authority in your niche to be able to gain the credibility that you need to make a bunch of money. Number 3, and by the way, get a good price too. Okay, number 3, engagement part 2, leveraging video. You got to take advantage of video available to you, especially with YouTube, and use the power of YouTube to bring business your way. I want to show you how to do that. Number 4, engagement part 3. That's leveraging affiliate offers in a fashion that no one else does these days, but that will keep people working with you for a lot longer and will close to quadruple your income. You'll see that when you put these strategies in place. And last but not least, magnetic marketing. That's retargeting and remarketing, the basic ways to continue to drive people to you and have them attracted to you automatically. Okay, so let's dive in. These are the 5. I'm going to go deep one by one. Okay, I'm being told that my slides aren't appearing. Let's try it now. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. I had really nice slides too. Oh, that's just fantastic. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Okay, so see, guys, here's the thing. If you don't tell me what's going on, I can't know to change them. So thank you very much, Susan. Yes, there were slides for everything. And those of you that with me know that there's always a slide for something that I've got going on. So please talk to me. Let me know if there's an issue or I can't serve you. All right. So thank you very much, Susan. I love you to pieces. Okay, let's dive in then. The key to success in business and in life is really important. It's one word. What's that one word, my friends? What is the one word that is the key to business and success and in life? Can you put that in the chat for me? All right, the answer, my friends, key to business and success, one word. What is it? One word. Anybody have the idea? Energy, attitude. You guys are so way off. You guys are so. I'm disappointed. Come on, you guys. Come on. Action's good. Action's good. Action's good. But nope, 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 nope. Relationships. It's relationships. If you don't have a relationship with a customer, they're not going to buy from you, at least not consistently. If you don't have a relationship with, or strong relationship with a person you care about, there goes your marriage and relationships with your family and friends. Relationships are key because you can get away with a lot of stuff if you are taking care of people around you. Okay, that's the key. Relationships, absolutely. Now, how do you build a relationship with your audience, with your customers? And by the way, this goes for everybody, whether you're a service provider like a chiropractor or whether you are fixing cars, doesn't matter, or if you're a platform speaker, right? Here's how you do it. Number one, you create your own content and you post it. You create your own content and you post it. Joe Polish, who is a legend in the carpet cleaning business and has been training people on how to do that for years, created his own consumer guide to cleaning carpets. That is content. Now, that's the hard way, quite frankly. The easier way is to curate content on your website, let other people create it, and then you just talk about it a little bit. That's a whole lot easier. So you don't have to be the biggest content creator. You can simply be the curator. Now, if you think back to many years ago, and I'm going to date myself, but one of the sages of old television was a gentleman by the name of Ed Sullivan. Ed had the Ed Sullivan Show. Now, Ed was not an entertainer. I'm not even quite sure what he did, to be honest with you, but everyone knew Ed Sullivan. You know why? Because he curated content every Sunday night. Every Sunday night, he had multiple things, a variety show. He had a bunch of different acts on his show, and you watched the Ed Sullivan Show to see cool stuff. And Ed was anything but cool, right? Ed was like stiff as a board, and I guess really funny and endearing. But he was a big name. In fact, if you watch like the David Letterman Show or whatever has followed him, it was always done at the Ed Sullivan Theater. Okay, so he became a legend because he curated content. You're going to do the exact same thing. Now, there's some ground rules that are really important about curation. First, it's got to be relevant and meaningful. Whatever you post on your website, and by the way, everybody needs to be doing this, it's got to be relevant and meaningful. Like, that's cute is okay once or twice, but unless it really means something, people aren't going to stick around. It's got to be helpful and actionable. It's got to provide value. It's got to be something that you look at it, watch it, listen to it, or whatever, and go, wow, I need to use that right away. Here's one that I thought was that was really cool. Now, I knew this before I got it because I was doing what this guy was teaching, but useful, relevant, helpful, actionable. It was a short video, like 2 minutes or so, on how to peel a hard-boiled egg easily. Now, I don't know about you, but I eat hard-boiled eggs, and oftentimes it's hard to peel them. But if you know what this technique is, it's super easy. And the good news is I figured that out on my own a number of years ago, a lot of years ago. But this guy created a great video about that, and obviously it made a difference because I'm telling you about it, and I watched this video a few months ago. But it also endeared me to this guy that if I get more videos from him or hear more about him, I will watch them to see what else he's got that might be fun because it's usable, right? But most important, you got to give proper credit. You got to give proper credit. You got to say, listen, I got this video from Billy Bob, or I saw this article on John Jones' website, and It's super good. Check it out. Let me know what you think. It doesn't mean you've got to write a whole long thing, but you want to sandwich the content with some information from you, just how it related to you, or asking people what they think, or something like that. And it does a lot of important things. First of all, it's not douchey. I mean, it's the right thing to do. You give people credit. If you don't give people credit, you're stealing. So you don't want to be doing that. So it's really important to be able to give the credit. But the second piece that's so important is this. It brings us to our second pillar. It gives you authority. It allows you to leverage authority. Listen, if I put an article by Richard Branson on my website, guess what I did? I leveraged Richard Branson's authority. I brought you Richard Branson. Kind of nice, huh? Well, a few months back, I put Gary Vaynerchuk was on my site. I leverage Gary Vaynerchuk. And if you don't know Gary, he's a pretty big shot on social media, and was a revolutionary, I think, in online marketing, right? So leverage authority. One of the ways you can do that is by just taking a whole bunch of pictures. This is Laura Betterly. This is the author of the E-Myth, Michael Gerber. This is, I mean, I could just go down the line of all these luminaries. This is the former ambassador to Thailand, Christy Kenny. This is Ryan Holiday, the author of Trust Me Online, Conventions of a Media Manipulator. Fantastic book. Always want to meet him. And I got pictures of me with all these people. Now, I used to think it was really tacky, and I never did it as a kid. But as I got older, I recognized that what this does by having a picture with all these important people, at least and people that are known in our business. And these guys are people I know, which is nice. But I didn't know Michael Gerber. I just wanted a picture with him because I knew I needed to leverage the authority. But when you do that, boy, oh boy, things get really, really cool, because now you're taking advantage of that. So, but you may be saying to me, but Ken, I don't go out to events. I'm a shut-in. I don't like people. I live in a farm in Ghana. I mean, bottom line is, if you can't get out and can't do the pictures, there's another way to do it. You ready? Here it is. Do it online. This is Jeff Walker. This is Jeff Walker's website. Jeff's known as the product formula guy, the product launch formula guy. He's a super nice guy. And I put Jeff Walker's website on my site. I actually wrapped my branding around Jeff's site. Notice, here's Jeff Walker right here at the top, but notice that my logo appears above his. And I can scroll up and down within the site. This is a static image right now, but I can scroll up and down, and they're seeing Jeff Walker, but they're seeing Jeff Walker with me. And by the way, I can define this top header with my photo on it, with a slogan on it, with anything. And where it says return to site, I can define where I want people to go. So if I want them to go to an offer that I've got, or I want them to go to something that relates to Jeff, or whatever it is, I control the experience, right? But I have the authority of Jeff Walker being on my website. Is that cool? So the beauty of that is now you're building the relationship, you're building the rapport, and you're also curating really good content, right? So it's very easy to do when you know how to do it. And the technology to create this is like 3 or 4 mouse clicks. I mean, I'll show you in a little bit. It's super cool. But what's also nice about this is that when you get to Jeff Walker's blog post or whatever, you can also collect data. You can have an entrance pop up that says, hey, get my free report on something, just go ahead and opt in. Or if they leave, you can have an exit pop up that says, hey, you want to get the special report, give me your email address or whatever. So you control that because they're on your website. It's a very important distinction, and you get to control things. Do you need a previous relationship to do that? No, you don't, George. Jeff Walker would love to have his website all over the web because we're promoting Jeff. So I never asked permission. There's no need to. It's all public stuff. You're not changing his website. That's the important thing. You're not changing anything. All you're doing is you're posting it. And you're putting, yeah, wow, indeed. Yeah, you're posting. So it is giant. I'll show you some examples of that as we move on. But this is super, super powerful. So not only are you gaining the notoriety of hosting some great stuff, you're serving your customers and clients as well, all wrapped up into one piece. And there's more to it than that as well. I'll share that as we move on. Here's the third pillar, engagement part 2, leveraging video, especially YouTube. Now, YouTube, you may know, of course, owned by Google. So Google is sleeping with YouTube. It's the second largest search engine on the planet. And more importantly, I think to know is that YouTube videos can be completely addicting. And very often I'll jump into bed with my iPad, me and Siri, we have fun together at night, and I'll watch some YouTube videos. because I don't watch television, so I'll watch reruns of West Wing or something like that, or The Newsroom. I like Aaron Sorkin's stuff, and I'll watch some of these vignettes, and it'll be like 30 to 40 minutes before I actually go to bed. I'll realize, oh my gosh, I've been up so long watching these things. YouTube videos just engage, totally engage. Now, here's the thing: people respond to video very, very easily, and what's nice is that Google gives you an advantage as a marketer. You have the ability to put a link on the actual live video that people can click on and go to your website. That's pretty cool. It's very cool because now you can say in the video itself, hey, click here to buy this, or you can even have a pop-up on the video that says, click here to buy this, and people can go right to your website and buy stuff. So that is giant. But there's one big limitation. And the big limitation is that the link has to go to your website, not anybody else's. So if you're going to be doing any kind of a review video, for example, so someone's doing a product launch and you're an affiliate and you do a review video or whatever, you can't just use your affiliate link on that video, because what YouTube wants is that you can link only to what's called an associated website. That's a website that you own, because they've had people abuse the privilege before. So it's got to be your own website you go to. But the challenge, of course, is if you're going to do a review and bring them to the affiliate site so people can buy with an affiliate link, you can't do it that way. But not to worry, I got the solution. Okay, I'll show you that. And you just saw that with Jeff Walker's blog. Now, let's leverage affiliate offers, because once we start talking about doing YouTube with affiliate offers, that means we've got to go to the fourth pillar, which is leveraging affiliate offers. Here's the big mind shift you need to understand. Okay, affiliate marketing has gotten a bad rap, because I want you to think about something. You got to get your head around this big mind shift. Your Target, or your Macy's, or Neiman Marcus, or Harrods, or even your Maserati or Rolls-Royce dealer, all these businesses, including the Apple Store, they're affiliate marketers, my friends. They're all affiliate marketing. They have a relationship and they're selling other people's stuff. When you go into the Apple Store, for example, there's only a few things that Apple makes in that store, right? I mean, it's the Mac, it's the MacBook Pro, it's the MacBook Air, it's the iPhone, the iPad, and the Apple Watch, right? And then some of the peripherals, like the router that they've got. But when you buy the iPhone cover, or you buy the books for training, or you buy the speakers and boom boxes or the headphones or whatever, that's other people's stuff. And they're making effectively an affiliate commission. They're buying in advance, which is much different than what we do, much more expensive. But it's the same idea. So you got to think like these guys. So let me ask you a question. Why do you shop at your favorite store? Why do you shop at Macy's or Target or wherever it is? Just pop in the chat. Why do you shop at those stores, at your favorite stores? What is it that motivates you to do that? Just pop in the chat. Convenience is one, okay. Prices is another, hours, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I submit it's this. I submit that it's the customer experience. Now, convenience is a customer experience, absolutely, right? But it's the customer experience. When you go to the Apple Store, you have an experience of being like a Jedi. I do at any rate. I mean, it's always an experience of going to home when I go to the Apple Store, for example. There's always a special feeling. When I lived in the U.S., I lived in Phoenix, Arizona for a while, and I flew an airline called Southwest Airlines. Southwest Airlines is like one of the most fun airlines in the business, and I flew them, even though the prices were pretty much the same and you never got a guaranteed seat. I flew Southwest because they were just more fun. You get on the airplane and they're making safety announcements that are hysterical. They're throwing peanuts down the aisle as we're ascending on takeoff. So they're just flying down the aisle, and then like, here's your snack. Just funny stuff. And I went for the free comedy show. True. So it's the customer experience that will work. Now, if you control the customer experience, you win big. That's it. That's the bottom line. You control the customer experience, you win big. So you've got to be able to do that. And with most affiliate marketers, they don't control it at all. They have no means of doing it. They take an affiliate link, they send the affiliate link out, and they're done. They've never engaged with their customers, with their clients, with their list at all. And if all you do is run advertising to an affiliate link, you've built nothing. That's the challenge. You've got no customer relationship at all, right? The last pillar is magnetic marketing. It's all about the multiple impression. Multiple impressions can increase sales by 325% or more. And yes, it's magnetic, absolutely magnetic. So I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Marie Forleo. She is as gorgeous in person as she is in a photo. I can tell you that right now. Marie is amazing. She has a web TV show that she does, and now I understand she's on public television in New York. Really cool lady. So anyway, we hung out for a little bit in Phoenix, got our picture taken together, and then she ran her B School promotion a few months later. She runs it every year. It looks like a great program. It's designed mostly to empower women, so it doesn't necessarily appeal to me as a market segment. But I look at her graphics and her marketing. You can always learn from other people, which is important. So here's Marie's website. I looked at it, and there's gorgeous Marie, and there's her graphics. Love her stuff. Well, after I left her website, I wanted to go look for a kite surfer because I was taking kite surfing lessons, and I thought it was time to go buy my own. Well, Marie didn't have enough of me. She wanted more of me. She followed me around, and she followed me around on this page, and on this page, she brought me coffee too. And on this page, here's the thing, you guys. This is called retargeting. This is called retargeting. And the cool thing is that it's not very expensive to do, but the impact of it is gigantic. Here she is again with voodoo hands on two parts of this page. Even Frank Kern, the legendary Frank Kern, is retargeting with a really ugly ad. But your ad doesn't have to be pretty, it has to be noticed. So apparently it got noticed. The power of retargeting, though, is gigundous. And I know you've seen this before. You just may not know what the power is. Here's the thing you need to know. The average website conversion rate, not just bounce rate, but conversion rate, is a little more than 2%. And it really, I think, is less than 2%. But we'll just use the 2% as a number right now. In other words, that nearly all the people who visit a website for the first time leave without some sort of desired action, whether that's an opt-in or buying something or whatever else. Only 2% are doing what you want. Now that is shocking. When we take a look at the money you're spending on your marketing, 98% of your marketing, $98 out of every 100 are being thrown away. You're not getting any results from that. Here's how we fix that. Here's how we take care of that bounce rate too. All right. The average click-through rate for display ads is 0.07%. That's pretty bad. But the average click-through rate for retargeted ads after they've seen your website is 0.7%. Now, if you do the math, that's 10 times the impact, 10 times the improvement. When was it last that you did a 10x improvement with just changing virtually nothing, just running an ad at a different time? That's giant, but it gets even better. 72% of all e-commerce shoppers abandon their shopping carts. Okay, they do. Why do they abandon if they're going to buy something? A variety of reasons. Their boss walks by, their baby starts crying, they get a phone call, they don't have their credit card handy, you name it. You know, the price scares them. Whatever it is, they abandon. That means only 28% actually go through. That's pretty bad also. But without retargeting, only 8% come back. Without retargeting, only 8% come back. But when you add retargeting to it, the Marie Forleo ads that you saw, that number goes up to 26% when they return to buy. That's huge. From 8 to 26% is a 325% improvement, my friends. That's giant. That's giant. And once you can do that, you control the marketplace. And your advertising, instead of being $98 out of that 100 being thrown away, now that number has shifted over the top. And it gives you more money to be able to play with to make more money. It's huge. Retargeting ads can boost your response by up to 400%. But, and there's a big but, here's the problem. Unless you own your website or control visitor access, the cards are stacked against you. You can't do a darn thing about it. You can't. Don't worry, I'm going to fix it for you. So let me jump into some case studies here. Okay, how are we doing so far? You guys just pop in the chat. How are we doing? Has this been helpful so far? Just let me know how you're doing back there. You guys have been awfully quiet. So everything good? Great stuff. Super. Fantastic. Keep going. We're good. Awesome. Okay. Well, thanks, everybody. Appreciate that. Okay. So here we go. Let's look at our intrepid blog curator. He's doing a fantastic job, except that he's throwing away his visitors every single day. All right. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Let's jump into live. Here we go. This is nichepursuits.com. Spencer Hawes, who's the creator of Longtail Pro, is an expert on on getting SEO to work for people. And he's done a lot of great things, and he looks at time on site for ranking with Google. Time on site is really important. You need to know the 4-3 rule. You might want to write this down, the 4-3 rule. Now, here's the thing. People need to be on your website. In order for Google to rank you high, Google wants to see that you're engaged with your audience, that people that are at your website actually want to be on your website. If they see you leaving within just a couple of seconds, you're not going to be on any page on Google, because that shows that people are not liking what they're coming to. It's not relevant to them. So if they see, if Google sees you on a website for, say, 4 minutes, and they see you hitting 3 pages, or 3 minutes and hitting 4 pages, either way, okay, they know there's something good going on there. So the key is you got to keep them on the website. And Spencer knows this, except for the fact that Spencer's doing exactly the opposite with this blog post. Exactly the opposite. See, here's what he's doing. They get to his website. Maybe there's a Google search, because I found this actually on a Google search. So I get to his website. I read down and get down to the 4th paragraph, and there's a link to something that Matt Cutts said. Now, Matt Cutts is a known SEO expert, and people would like to hear what Matt Cutts talks about. So let's go click. When I click, guess what happens? I've left his website. I'm now at webpronews.com. I'm gone. He got rid of me, threw me away. Now, can I go back? Sure, I can hit the back button if I want to, but now I'm going to hit something on this Twitter feed, or I'm going to sign up for a free thing over here, or the phone's going to ring, or the baby's going to cry, or I'm running late for an appointment, and I'm not ever going back to Spencer. Spencer has thrown me away. Now, Spencer's a nice guy. I finally met Spencer. I was teaching this for the past couple of years and using this, and finally I was at an event and ran into Spencer. I was like, oh my God, I've been teaching you and telling people how wrong you are. He's a super bright guy, super nice guy, but he's throwing his customers away. And by the way, 99% of everybody's doing the same thing. Smart people that should know better, but they have no means of keeping people on the website. They're giving great content and great value, but they're throwing away their customer. And that's a shame. Let's show you the solution. You guys ready to see the solution here? Here it is. Here's his site. There's niche profits, but it's on my site. Look, it's iboostify.com/niche pursuits. What we've done is we've wrapped our branding around his website. We call it Site Wrap. It's our software. And we wrap our branding around his site. Now, the cool thing is, as I scroll down, I'm still on his website. All of his links are still there. Okay, I have a link here on the top. This is return to site, or return home. Was it return to site? And I control that. I can take people wherever I want. I can define the logo I put up here. I can put another image on here. I can do whatever I want. I control it. It's my website. But now let's scroll down, and here's this article, and here's the Matt Cutts link. So let's click it, and we go to Web Pro News. But guess what? You notice something else? Have we left my website? Answer is no. Have not left my website. We have stayed exactly where we need to be on my site. And now I can hit return home and go back to the article, or I can hit return home and go to an offer, or I can hit home and go anywhere that I direct people to. So now if I hit the back button, I'm going to go right back to where we were with Spencer. So I've never left the site, but at Spencer's, we're gone. We're totally gone, especially if you're doing any kind of a Google search. So he's being helpful. He's providing great value, but he's throwing his customers away. That's a problem. That's a problem. So hold that thought. We're going to go back to the presentation now. Let me give you a second case study. This is for YouTube. The YouTube police will not allow you, as I said earlier, will not allow you to drive people on a link like you're seeing on the screen over here. You see where it says click here to order right now? Okay, that link has got to go to a website that you own. It can't go to an affiliate link somewhere to someone else's website. It will not be allowed by Google. It just can't go. It just won't. They just won't let you. Okay, so you've got to meet that requirement. But if you're trying to market somebody else's product, how can you do it if you're driving them to an affiliate link? So we've built it so that you can just drive them to your website, just like what we've done right here. Okay, because we control the environment. So let's go on to case study number 3. This one's really dramatic, so I want you to fasten your seatbelts. This is about my friend Guru Bob. Now, Guru Bob earned $24,000 in affiliate commissions in a weekend. Now, I know this to be true because I sat next to him during the product launch and I watched what he was doing. He was doing Facebook ads and Facebook posts and whatever he was doing there. And let me tell you something. It was amazing watching. It was $1,000 product, and he sold 48 of them to earn 24,000 bucks. Yes, he was dancing the happy dance, and since we're friends, I was dancing with him, and it was great. I mean, it was holy mackerel, really good. Until later on, I had to tell him that he left all sorts of money on the table, all sorts of money. I mean, tragic amounts of money on the table. Now, if you've made $24,000, you're happy. But when you discover with that $48,000, $24,000, that it could have been triple or quadruple that, that'll change your mood, won't it? Well, here's the thing. It was a $1,000 product. He got half 50% commission. So that meant that his $24,000 of commissions really equaled $48,000 in gross sales, which made 48 sales. Okay, I want to be sure that we're on target with that. Now, how many clicks or leads does it take to get to 48 sales? Well, if you have a 1% conversion rate, it's 4,800. If you have a 0.5% conversion rate, which is really more like it, or even less than that, it's going to be $9,600, or 9,600 clicks rather, not dollars. Although, would you pay $9,600 to make 24,000? Would you pay 10,000 to make 24? Right? Can you say duh? So, bottom line is, let's just call it 10,000 to keep things simple. He generated 10,000 visitors for somebody else. For somebody else. That's what he did. Because those 10,000 got down to that 0.5% to create 48 sales at 1,000 apiece, of which he got half. So poor Guru Bob. Google has no idea that Guru Bob even exists because he never sent them to his own website. He sent them someplace else. So everyone bypassed him. Terrible. Next, he built zero engagement because, once again, he maybe put a post up, but sent them somewhere else to buy. There was no engagement. There's no conversation. There's nothing there. He provides zero community, once again, because he ran an ad. And he has a zero Google ranking, again, because no one ever got to his website. That is a problem. The consequences are he's lost revenue. He's lost customers, probably forever, because they're not going to go back to his website. And he's got super poor website performance stats. And again, that's going to hurt you in the long term. So let me ask you a question, you guys. Does he have a business? Is this a viable business? And the answer, of course, is no. Are you kidding me? He's just a digital sharecropper. If you have all of your eggs in one basket, let's say if all you're doing is selling Kindle books, well, Amazon can shut Kindle down. Amazon can shut you down for any reason at all. Okay, same thing with Facebook, same thing with YouTube. I had a webinar that we did about 4 months ago that my webinar, me on the webinar, I uploaded it to my YouTube channel, and YouTube said that I violated terms of service and restricted my account unilaterally. Unilaterally. We appealed it because there was nothing wrong with what we did at all. It was great. It was nothing different than what I've done either. And I posted many, many times over the past 5 years. Appealed? Oh no, same thing. They didn't even look at it. They just stamped and said no. And so now I've got another few more months to be able to use my site. So they've shut me down. I know guys that have been shut down on Facebook for a year with no explanation. So you don't control your environment if you're doing that. You got to have your own website. You just have to. Okay. It just makes sense. Well, poor Guru Bob, because without a website, he could not use an exit pop-up to build a list or even an entry pop-up. But his JV partner could. So Guru Bob made his JV partner rich. Now, let's face it, Guru Bob made his $24,000. He's still happy, but he has no idea what he gave away. No idea. We'll get to that in just a minute. Let's take a case study here on retargeting. You know that retargeting can explode your profits by over 300%. We know that. We've already seen that. But unless the offer is on your page, you can't retarget it. See, retargeting works by popping a pixel on your website, and then Google reads that. But if you're not sending people to your own website where you can control it, you can't do it, which means you can't target and retarget any affiliate offers. So you can kiss those profits goodbye. But what if you could have it all? What if you could have everything? What could Guru Bob really have made if he had it all? Well, let's take a look. Assuming that he had 10,000 visitors, okay, with an exit pop-up, that and he did a mailing list offer. Maybe it was a free special report, free video, free a quiz or something. Okay, let's just say he got a 10% opt-in rate, which is pretty bad. But if he just got 10%, that means he got 1,000 new members out of those 10,000 visitors. Well, what's the value of 1,000 members? Well, the rule of thumb is $1 a month for each name. So that means that we're looking at $12,000 a year, $1,000 a month of income from this list. So if you look at the potential retargeting that we've got, it's pretty amazing. Assuming a 3x conversion increase, and if we did any retargeting, that means the 48 sales that he generated last time will go up by 300% to 144 more sales. 144 more sales at $1,000, 144,000. He gets half as an affiliate, which means he gets a $72,000 increase in his payday. Let's finish this up. The initial sales he made were $24,000. If he retargeted based on the math, he would have created another $72,000. That's almost 3 times. Total income $96,000 instead of 24, but his list went up by 1,000 people, and that brings him in $1,000 a month if he does what he's capable of doing, and that goes on for every year ad infinitum. We're talking about $108,000 within the first 12 months, and again an annuity of $12,000 a year. Guys, that is insane. He gave away $84,000 by not taking advantage of what's possible. That's just totally ridiculous. Do we agree? Is that just, I mean, I'm seeing a lot more wows and show me, show me, show me. So yeah. So the big solution, you guys, the big solution is this. Now you can control visitor access. You can have them stick to you like glue, and you can make money like crazy. How is it possible? Well, it's the marvels of modern technology at work, as I showed you. Now, I got to warn you, because I'm going to share this with you in a minute. I'm likely to get really enthusiastic about it. We developed the software, and we see how easy and powerful it is. You're going to get really excited about it too. It is a game changer. In fact, one of my friends has a $10,000 coaching program. She teaches this system in her program. Okay, it's called iBoostify Site Wrap, and absolutely it will bring you money, and it's the doctor's choice. Okay, see, that's the bottom line. Now, what does Site Wrap do? What Site Wrap does is it wraps, as I said, it wraps your branding around other people's websites. Now, what websites are we talking about? Virtually all of them. Not every website. You can't wrap a TED Talk, and you can't wrap YouTube or Amazon, and you probably wouldn't want to. But I'd say 96 to 98% of all websites you can wrap. Let's take a look at Infusionsoft blog. Infusionsoft is a CRM, customer relationship manager, that is designed really for an intermediate size marketer. It's not for the brand new people. It's really if you've made some money along the way, because it's not cheap. Infusionsoft is usually sold through consultants and partners is what they're called. They don't do a lot of direct sales, not as much as the partners do. So if I'm a partner and I want to send people to an Infusionsoft website like this one, wouldn't it be better if I have my own branding on it? Well, you can. Here's my branding as an Infusionsoft partner, if I was a partner, on their website. And it looks like it belongs. But now what have I done? I've leveraged my branding with Infusionsoft, and now I'm a much bigger authority in the eyes of my customer. A much bigger authority in the eyes of my customer. You see? That's giant. Just giant. And by the way, other websites you can wrap, this is CNN.com. Okay? This is CNN.com. Pretty cool. Now, let's do an affiliate deal. So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to quickly go over to jbzoo.com. I'm going to pick up this Mints app link. And I think this is the right link. I hope it is. But I just went in and here's this thing. And I'm an affiliate. I got my link. And let's go ahead and wrap it. So I'll go over to my WordPress installation right here. And I'm going to scroll down to the left-hand side of the screen to where it says iBoostify. See that right over here on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. I'm going to click on Single Wrap. Now, by the way, you'll also see something that says Create Funnel. You can create your own cascaded sales funnel from having people go from one page to another, and from offer to offer to offer, because you control that. Pretty crazy. Really pretty good. Anyway, let's do a single wrap, and you'll see how easy that is. So all we do is we answer a couple of questions and fill in a couple blanks. So the page title, we're going to call this Mints app. Here we go, Mints app. And the wrapped URL is going to be exactly what I had here, right? Which I just cut and pasted. And the banner link URL, what is that? Banner link URL is what this button is. Where should it go? Where should it go? where do we want to take them? So I want to take them back to my site wrap sales page. So it'll be iboostify.com/site wrap, or I could take them to my smart mail software, which we wrote for Infusionsoft people. The rest of these things are all optional because effectively they're your default, so you don't have to worry about them. Then the retargeting code for Google or for Facebook, whatever, goes right here. So now you can retarget anybody else's page because all we're doing is wrapping our stuff against it. So I'm going to click the fast wrap button real quick to make the wrap. Wrap is now made. There's the link to it. But I'm going to show you here's the affiliate link. I'm going to show you the website before and after. So the average person is going to go ahead and going to use that link, and people are going to go to this other website. There we go. Hey there, once more. There we go. This actually was an upsell page. I used the wrong link, but it doesn't matter. Same idea. So this is their page, right? Now, what I did, let's see if I can find. Here we are. Here's the wrap, and I'm just going to go ahead and here it is. There's our branding, and there's the same page. There once. Whoop, there we go. Let's turn up this video. So here's the wrapped page. Still looks like it belongs, right? And here's the original page. We control the experience, and guess what? Now we're able to retarget this whole thing, and we can put an entrance pop-up on it to capture people. We can put an exit pop-up to capture people because we control it. It's on our webpage. Totally legal, totally kosher, totally everything great. And these guys just roll because I'm exposing them, which they haven't been exposed to my people before. So now there you go. That's giant, absolutely giant. Let me ask you a question. Who here, I need a volunteer right now, who here has a website they'd like to see me wrap? I love wrapping stuff. So just pop your URL in the chat and we'll wrap it. Meanwhile, I'll show you a couple of other things. This is our members here. Let me find, I know where we're going. Here we go. This is something for those of you that checked your email from me yesterday. I sent this out. This is a wrapped page. This is Speaking Empires page. They've got an event starting tonight that's going to be really fun and great and a super deal that they've offered. So I told everybody on my list about it. But why would I want to drive people to Speaking Empires page when I could keep them on my own website? So Google now sees a lot of activity on my site. It does really good for me. So I wrapped their page. Here's someone in Australia that we wrap, Body Torque. They're super. She's actually changing her whole technology to work with us because we wrote this for WordPress, and she's not using WordPress, but she's going to build a blog in WordPress so she can wrap her content as well. So does anybody have a site they want me to wrap? Come on. Well, somebody's got to have a website out there. Don't be shy. I stalled for you while I showed these other people's websites. Okay? Come on. Who's got a website they want me to wrap? Come on. Man, you guys are hard today. You guys are really hard today. All right. Well, I won't. You saw me wrap the Mints app, so I won't wrap anybody else's. Too bad. You could have been famous on a training call, but oh well. That's the challenge. You got to step up and step out, my friend. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. So now you can have the exact same system. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh, you weren't. Let me make you a oh, guess what? I'll make you a panelist. Let's do it that way. There we go. Okay, that should make you unmuted, Gina. I couldn't make you an organizer. I didn't know you're here. Okay, so we're gonna wrap the leveragists.com. And I don't know if you can speak now or not, Gina. But let me see if I can. I haven't seen this page yet either, so this is exciting for me. Let's go back and take a look at it. So we're gonna go and we're gonna type in the leveragists. And here's the URL. But if I do it like this without the HTTP, I'm gonna have made a big mistake. So let's just do this, and let's bring it back to our SmartMail site. So I'll do it to iboostify.com/SmartMail. That's our new software as well. I could add my retargeting if I wanted to. Click Fast Wrap, and now we're done. Let's take a look at her page. Here is the leveragists, and in a second, underneath it will come her website, which is loading slow because I got to slow. Here we go. Here it is right here. So this is Gina's site. That looks pretty good. Okay. And I'm going to not take push notifications, but we could have them. That's great. It's a great thing that you're doing, Gina. Okay. So there's Leverage Black Book.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like it.
Push screw.
I saw that. It's really good. I like it. I like it a lot. And look, even the way her website works with the header going getting reduced. That's WordPress Engage that she's using. Super good. Looks really good. Looks really this is very nice with Karnika. Very cool. Very nice. So there's the show, and so she's doing all this leverage the same way that we talk about, and she leverages all that experience and all that genius. So very cool stuff. All right. So and then if I want to go back to the site, I click my link, and here's what happens. I control this environment. Now I'm going to my Smart Mail page, and there's my video and so on. So now I control where they go. Kind of neat, right? This is the power of the wrap. You control the entire experience. Really cool. So you now can have the exact same. People are like asking me, how do I get it? How do I get it? Well, it's easy. You can have the exact same system that the big guys have, because SiteWrap gives you the power that only the multi-million-dollar big boys have had. Now, before you get it, though, I want you to know exactly what it does, so you know it's right for you. Right? Here's what it will do for you. It will boost your time on your website, so your Google rankings will skyrocket. You don't have to think about SEO any longer. Okay? Here's what else it'll do for you. It'll make curation pay, so that all those external links become internal links, so you remain in control of where your visitors go. Linda Feinholz is one of our SiteWrap users, and in one of the pages that she built in her blog, she had 32 wrapped links. So that way, rather than doing what Spencer did and getting rid of people on her site, she controlled the entire experience on that page, on that resource page, and she could make that page a total win and leverage the readership of her customer and keep them on her page for a long time. Makes Google very happy. Okay, giant thing. Okay, huge. It'll multiply the money that you make with other people's products on YouTube, which gives you the power that fewer people have had and can allow you to dominate your niche with videos that sell. That's really important. I'll tell you what. We were talking earlier today about the power of SiteWrap and why it's perfect for people that are brand new. And that's simple, because you now can sell anyone's product today, have a content that you can sell, product you can sell, run some ads, run some free YouTube videos that are review things and so on, and spend very little money on traffic and make a ton of money, because now you're maximizing the customer experience. And you're building a list, and building lists is really important. So this lets you be in business immediately. We have a lot of people that are driving traffic, but they don't have product to sell. Well, now you can use SiteWrap to power the sales of those products. Really cool. You want to add something to that, Gina?
Doing anything with SiteWrap is going to give you so much more leverage than what you'd already had. And one of my favorite things to do is when I want to put out a new product, rather than just going out and seeing if it's going to work, I want to do some testing in advance so I know it's going to work before I put all the effort into creating that product. And the easiest way to do that is to set up a simple web page using SiteWrap. Wrap an affiliate product so that you can really test what's going to work and what's not going to work. So the only time you go off to create your own products is when you know it's going to work in advance. So much better to do it that way, Ken.
Oh yeah, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. The ability to make money with SiteWrap and control the environment and do research with it and have fun with it, just huge. Just really huge. Because you get to crush it with affiliate offers. Think about this. All the traffic benefits, the ability to list build, run retargeting campaigns, and create a real business you can depend on, gives you control and certainty. It's absolutely amazing. And you know, I meant to say this before I hit the slide. You teach leverage a lot, and I know there's a lesson in your motivation of profit training that talks specifically about this. And you did this. I didn't even know that you did this. You taught SiteWrap and how we use SiteWrap in MTP, which is an outrageously great course, especially because you talk about SiteWrap and also because you've got great instructors. So, you know, it's that important. And frankly, it's something that people aren't using because they don't know about it. We kind of kept it to ourselves for the past few years for no reason other than the fact that we were busy doing other things. And now finally we were able to release it to you because I looked at it and was like, oh my gosh, we haven't talked about site wrap in years, but we use it every day. Every day we wrap everything because that's what tells Google on the analytics side that we're worth something. Okay, really important. And when you think about your ad dollar at work and what's so important with that, you'll make a lot of money. Okay, we have a program that drives traffic called Facebook ROE, Facebook Return on Engagement, and we have also our Content Leverage Lab, which is fantastic. It's also not cheap. It's not for people that don't have a sales funnel. It's $8,000 a quarter. But boy, oh boy, we have people that are using these strategies that are making $30,000 in a month using these strategies. So, is it worth spending 8 to make 30? Hello, right? Bottom line is you get to multiply your effectiveness using this. That's super important. Okay, that's super important. So really kind of exciting. Anyway, the ability to be effective now means you don't have to work so hard to generate the income you need because using SiteRapid allows you to collect data and allows you to keep people on your website so that they'll buy from you and get you the Google rankings you need so more customers will come in and buy from you. I mean, we just wrapped so many benefits into one simple on the front end at any rate. What we had to do was not simple at all, but simple for you to use software, as you saw. Okay, you get to make a bigger impact and build your tribe, which will allow you to actually let you connect with more people, help more people, and make a whole bunch more money at the same time. Okay, and what's also fun is you get to win affiliate prizes or get on leaderboards with massive effort, or rather without massive effort, so you're able to do things that other affiliates can't do. Because again, you work smarter, not harder. Let your marketing dollar make you more money than the average person. Listen, I was in an affiliate contest just a few weeks ago, and I won some cash equivalents, and I won a drone. Yes, I won a drone. And the fun thing about it is I was able to give it to Chris, who works on my team, as a thank you for all the fine work that he's done. So he's excited, I'm excited, and more than that, I got the power and leverage of being on emails to the top marketers in the field on the leaderboard of being on the top 10. Pretty good. And being notified and broadcast, not even me doing it. So that is really, really big. Guys, this has specifically been designed for you. So let's get started together. When you put iBoostify SiteWrap to use today, okay, you're going to begin to see immediate results. Aileen Boundy is one of our SiteWrap users, and she set it up on a brand new site, and her stats showed time on site of over 29 minutes. Here's what it looked like. You're going to get to hear Aileen's live realization when you go into a members area and actually listen in to our user group where Gina actually showed Aileen her numbers. Gina did the analysis of the results, and Aileen freaked out. That was one of our all-time favorite days, wasn't it, Gina?
It really was, Ken. I still vividly remember that call. It was so much fun.
It was great, and you're going to get to hear it because we've recorded all of our user meetings, and we're restarting them this coming Monday, as a matter of fact. So what we do is every couple of weeks, we get together. We have what I'm now calling a iBoostify user meetup. We used to call them our strategic implementation sessions. And the bottom line is you're going to go through what you need to get the most value out of our software and out of our tools. And very often there's super special sessions that come out of it where our members add more value just by teaching stuff. So we have a whole session on WordPress security, which is really, really important, that our friend Wolfgang Hofbauer put together. Really important, mandatory, and in the members area, I've got it highlighted in red. So while it's not a training session, it is a improve the value of your relationship with your tools session, if you know what I'm saying. So that's really important. And you know what? It's going to be super for you. So I'm like, people asking me, where's the link? Where's the link? Okay, hang on. Our systems are fantastic. Other similar systems to this are priced at $7,500 and up. Gina told me about one of them, which was an inspiration to her, 10 grand. You won't pay even close to that, and you'll get better capability. In fact, one thing I should tell you, when I said earlier today that Gina was my inspiration for what we're doing, Gina contacted us and said, Ken, I would be loving it if you guys could create some software that does X, that does what you're seeing today. And I made one quick call to my programmer and said, Matt, what do you think? He's like, when do you want it? And this has been one of the most powerful things that we've done over the past few years. And our user base was, just as I said, just internal. And now we're letting it go out to the masses. Now, when you go to our website, you'll see our pricing tables. And these are the monthly fees. Okay, $29, $49, $39, single site $29 a month, and so on. But you can get a much, much better deal than that. Aileen, by the way, blown away. You will literally get to hear her when you watch and listen to the video. Aileen says, I was blown away by iBoost by SiteWrap. As you may know, I'm not the most technical of people, so the step-by-step questionnaire made things really easy. The implications of where this could go, well, my brain hurts. I love its simplicity and how beautifully it works. It's Ron Del Baccio who created the tagline, have your customers stick to you like glue, has fallen in love with SiteWrap. She says, SiteWrap is the most exciting program ever. This is perhaps the most important plugin for any entrepreneur, author, coach, speaker, consultant, etc. to have. It is a true game changer. I love being able to keep people on my site even while they're watching a long training video or a Google Hangout. So what does this mean for you? What would change in your life if you suddenly had a thriving business that threw out massive cash for you every day, every week, every month? Okay. Okay, so George wants it. Or George's like, I want it. I want it. So cool. Now, also, just sit tight. I'll get you the link in a few minutes. Okay, this blows away the novice internet marketer model. Okay, and Chris or Gina, if you can just respond to him, that'd be awesome. Anyway, it's super. Old habits die hard, though. You can't keep doing the same thing you've been doing because you're going to get the same results you've been doing. The cool thing is that when you just make it just a little bit of a shift, you don't even change your advertising dollars. All you do is you have people go to your wrapped site. You now have opportunities that no one else has. You have the ability to control the environment, the ability to retarget, the ability to keep people on your website. Much different scenario. It's fantastic. I use it with ClickFunnels. So if you've heard of ClickFunnels or Lead Pages, we don't use the ClickFunnels plugin on our WordPress installation because we've had problems with it. So we just wrap the pages and it works just fantastically. Just fantastically. Guys, this is not for everybody though, because you actually have to do something. SiteWrap doesn't load itself. You actually have to put in the 3 lines of name of the post, the place you want to wrap, and where you want them to go after they finish the page. If you can do that, you can do this, but you have to actually do that, okay? If this is important to you, by the way, you will find a way to do it. If not, you'll find an excuse. Totally true. I want you to use this tool to build your business because you are going to be completely thrilled with the results that come your way. And wrapping, honest to God, it's just so much fun. It really is. I mean, I know it sounds silly, and especially since I'm the developer of this, but every time I wrap a page, I'm chuckling because I just think it's the coolest thing ever. And the power is absolutely fantastic. So who does this work for? This works for people that are just starting their business because now you have a product that you can sell. And now you can build a list where you couldn't build it before. This is perfect for people that are expanding their business and want to grow it much more rapidly. It's perfect for people that are frustrated with their progress, which is, by the way, based on our stats today, all of you, all right? And this is for people that want to diversify their income stream because now you have a different way of skinning the cat. Super, super, super important. Guys, when you put this into place for you, you'll be years ahead of the curve and light years ahead of the pack. Absolutely no question about it. Now, when we came to price this, I had 2 choices. I could have done super cheap and try and sell as many as possible, but that would not have incentivized me to really stack the value and give you what you deserve. Okay. The second option requires a bit of a higher investment, not a ton, but in exchange, I can devote more time and resources to guarantee your success and to be able to take care of things because there's always changes and we like to make enhancements and grow with it. So we're taking really good care of you. So here's what you guys are going to get right now to answer all the questions that have been coming across, right? Number one, you're going to get iBoost by SiteWrap, and you're going to get a full year of service for just one website, for a single website. Okay, you're also going to get a very important benefit, which I forgot to mention, and that is to get your JVZoo links working on Facebook. What am I talking about? Well, remember when we went over to pick up our links from JVZoo right over here, these links, if you want to use those on a Facebook ad, not going to happen. Facebook does not allow those links. And there's others they don't allow as well, but a link to your website, not a problem. Link to JVZoo, that's a problem. So you now just got the ability to get past that linkage issue, which has stopped a lot of people from making money on Facebook where they could make money, right? It's going to improve your time on website. It'll create a love fest with Google, and by the way, so much more. It's a $348 value. You're getting that today. You're also going to get all the upgrades and enhancements for a full year, and that's a $49 value. Thereafter, it's just $49 a year for staying consistent. The software will always work for you after during the period of your license. But if you want to get all the upgrades, it's just $49 to do that. Same thing that Wishlist member does, so it should be consistent for you. But really, the giant power of this is the fact that we stand by you, and every other week we have our twice monthly software implementation sessions. Those are our user meetups, and you're going to learn strategies that you can put into place to use the software much better, to get better time on site, to improve your retargeting results, to build your list, to engage your visitors, and to sell more stuff like crazy. And I'll tell you something else. We're putting all of our software users together, so that way the folks that are doing our $8,000 per quarter content leverage lab will be with us. The people that are part of our Facebook return on engagement will be with us. People that are using SmartMail will be with us. And that gives you such great cross-pollination of ideas that you can apply to your business. It's going to be like almost like your own little virtual mastermind, okay? I do not market it as a training, okay? We are no longer in the training business. We are in the tool and support business. That's one reason why we work directly with Gina, because Gina's programs dovetail with us so beautifully with her trainings, okay? This is a $200 a month value, or $2,300 a year. You're getting that absolutely free with this package, okay? When you go to our website for the $29 a month, they don't get that. They don't get all these things. They don't get all the bonuses you're going to see, right? So you get more than they do, especially with the software. So here's what you're going to get right now. A full year of SiteWrap access, all the upgrades and enhancements, 2 monthly software implementation sessions. All that is a value of $2,761 for you today, just $497. Just $497. And we'll get you the link in just a minute. Oh, or right now for that matter. But we're not done yet. I'm just getting warmed up, and I'm going to freak you out with all the things we've thrown in for you, and there's things I haven't even told you about that are awaiting you in the members area. So let me share with you what you're going to get. We got thousands of dollars of bonuses. The first one is our content and course creation masterclass. This is fundamentally important for you guys. Why? Because content is what engages you with your customers. So you're going to learn how to create content that sells, how to market your content, multiple types of content, and how to build courses that position you as an expert. And by the way, I'm not, how do I say this? I've not billed myself as the expert in any one particular area. I bill myself as the person who brings the expertise to you, right? So you'll see exactly how I did it. It's a $497 value. You're getting it absolutely free with all the recordings and everything, okay, all together. You're also going to get one of my favorite trainings, and frankly, I think a mandatory one that you must go through right away, and that is our Analytics Masterclass with none other than Ms. Gina Gadio-Graves and me. And actually, I was just there for the flavor, because she is the queen expert when it comes to analytics. It's a $297 value. You're getting that with our love and compliments, but you got to go through it. You totally got to go through it, because that way, all those bars and graphs and things that may have your eyes glaze over, Gina will explain them to you, and you'll understand why it's so fundamentally important. And here's the deal. Unless you measure it, you can't know where your success is. Unless you are keeping tabs on how a page converts, or if you look at where people are clicking by using a heat map, which we're releasing in another few weeks, the ability to do heat map analytics, you get to know what people are doing. You get to know and understand how to build your business and where to focus. And I can promise you, it's not what you think.
Well, Ken, the other thing about that is, unless you're measuring it, you have no idea how to duplicate it. So you just made $100. Don't you want to know how you can make $100 over and over and over and over again? Unless you're measuring it and really understanding what you're seeing in analytics, it's a crapshoot as to whether or not you're going to make another $100 or not.
Yeah, this is the most important piece of the puzzle, and people just don't do it. So really, really, really important for you. Now, that said, there's something else we're doing to do for you. We want you to be successful because we want to build a long-term relationship with you. So the first 10 of you are going to get a one-on-one strategy session on how to do your conversions, and it'll be done with Gina or I. More likely Gina, just given the time frame schedule with her being in the US. So this is a $1,000 value, and you'll schedule that after you get your software. This is important, and you want to do it very quickly. So, but the whole benefit of being able to have a look at your business model and see where the opportunities are. I can be negative on it and say, well, see where all the holes are. Or I can look at it and go, you have tons of opportunity to make a lot more money and have a lot more fun too. That's what we're going to cover in those strategy sessions. And everyone's different because it's all about you, and it's one-on-one. Okay, it's one-on-one. $1,000 value. First 10 of you will have that, and we got to be pretty strict about that because we have limited time. So here's what you're getting right now. You're getting a full year of SiteRep access, 348 value, all of our upgrades and enhancements. For a year, you're getting 2 monthly software implementation sessions, and that's not 2 sessions, it's 2 sessions a month is what we're doing. So you'll get all those. You'll get our content and course creation masterclass, our analytics masterclass, a one-on-one conversion strategy session. Whew, let's say $4,555 value. You are paying just $497. It's like an 86% savings, you guys. So let me ask you this. If you made the annual kind of income, the stuff that we talked about with Guru Bob, for example, that we've been talking about today, and the kind of numbers you've been thinking about, would it be worth investing $497 today to make those kind of numbers? Assuming you had the money, of course. And the answer, yeah, is duh, yes, no problem. And Amir, yeah, you're going to have access to that. So awesome. What that means is that you want this no matter what. It's just about the investment amount and if you can afford it. And guys, we're going to make this super easy for you. So if all this was help you blast past the $10,000 per month income threshold, that's what people tend to be looking at. If I can make 10 grand a month, I got it covered. Would that be worth it? $497 to get you to 10 grand? But all it did was got you focused and set up with a way to make a successful business much faster with a lot less risk. Would it be worth it? Of course it would. What if all it did was made you self-confident with a highly profitable business you can depend on and be proud of? Would it be worth it? Obviously. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Amir says, great. So how much have you paid for your online education so far, you guys? Well, average was $5,000 or more. And what has that returned for you? For over how long? You know, you were unhappy when we first began when I asked you the question about, are you happy about your business results? You've not been happy. You put a lot of money and you spend a lot of time and you don't have anything to show for it except stress and maybe hiding from your friends and family when they hear you're going to do one other webinar, right? It's time to leverage that education and your training and get what you deserve. So you can see why it's a great deal at $497, but because you are special, we're adding even more value. Oh, yes, we are. You get an extra bonus today. You're going to be qualified to join our partner license program, which is a $2,000 value. So you'll be able to market our other stuff and earn recurring income for life of all of our iBoostify content and software services products. That includes our Content Leverage Lab, which is $8,000 a quarter. It includes our Facebook ROE, which is, I think, $1,500 a month. We just did a price change on that with our with the way we're marketing it. It includes our SiteWrap system, our Smart Mail system, and SiteWrap, of course, as well. I mean, all that can generate massive income for you. So we're talking about $3,000, $6,000 more per year per client, because a lot of these are recurring payments, paid instantly, by the way. Something else we're going to do for you. And by the way, we'll support you. We've got all the tools to support you for that as well. But one other crazy bonus, what we've discovered that a lot of people love it, but they don't know how to create that wrapped header, that piece that's right. Let me close this up over here. A piece that appears right on top. Okay, they don't know how to create that. So we will build a couple of them for you. Okay, because we got people that can do it. So all you'll do is you'll give us your logo and give us your website address so we can kind of match the look and feel so they work together, and we'll get 2 of them to you. Now give us about a week or so to get it done because we've got a lot going on, but we'll do 2 of them for you because we want you to get started right away. Now, if you're a graphic person, you want to do it yourself, you don't need us, but we want to make it available to you. It's a $97 value, and it is yours. So kind of summing it all up, it's a full year of SiteWrap access, all the upgrades and enhancements, the 2 monthly software implementation sessions, content and course creation masterclass, the analytics masterclass, the conversion strategy session, the partner license program access, by the way, that's forever, and the 2 wrap headers. All that together, my friends, comes down to a value of, I can't even see the slide, okay? The value is now $6,006 with more than a 90% discount. Okay, $497 today. When you go to iBoostify.com/get SiteWrap. Okay, and hopefully we have it in the chat now. And And we do right there. Thank you very much. So we put that in the chat for you as well. It's go boostify.com/get site wrap. When you get there, there will be a surprise for you, and I'll take you there in just a minute. This is not, as I said, not for everybody. Okay, it is not for Mr. Average. Mr. Average is broke. Mr. Average is boring. I don't want you to be Mr. Average or Ms. Average for that matter. I want you to be a freaking superhero. How many of you guys want to be a superhero and make a whole bunch of money, have a lot more fun, and enjoy it with us? Well, that's the idea. Okay, that's the idea. So get started right now for just $4.97 today. Right now, go to iboostify.com/get site wrap. Okay, and by the way, it's a totally safe decision. If you don't think that iBoostify site wrap is the best investment you've ever made, just let us know. Within 30 days. We'll give you money back. Don't worry about it. Okay. Second guarantee is you do put it to work and use it as we have taught you to use it, instruct you to do it. If the results aren't great, we'll refund twice your money. All I want you to do is give it a chance. Just give it a shot. So the bottom line is you're safe. We got you covered. If at the end of 30 days you're not happy, you're covered. All good. Okay. Now you got two choices. The first choice is to do nothing and not take this leap of faith, which by the way is completely safe and secure. Or the better option is to invest in yourself with a small investment right now compared to all the other value you're going to get in return, and then just give it a shot. When it works for you, fantastic. If not, just let us know. We'll cancel the service. Now, by the way, wouldn't it be great if someone else could pay for it for you? Well, if you're in the US, that's very possible. Because, my friends, you can let PayPal get it for you. Because there's something called PayPal credit. PayPal credit will allow you, only for US people, so I apologize to some of you that are offshore, and I know there's a bunch of you here that are offshore. It's only for Americans, but they will do no interest, no payments, or whatever, a fraction of what it is, and they've got their whole things put together, and they've made a bunch of different changes. I'm thinking it may be a bit easier for you. But we have a link on the page to be able to do it with PayPal credit. But most people are getting 6 months of no interest and no payments, which is a great thing because you're going to pay for it before you ever have to pay for it. So that's just fantastic. So you can get started right now for $4.97, excuse me. We'll go to iboostify.com/get site wrap. The real question is, you guys, wait, there's more. I forgot there's more. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the thing. When you order right now, I'm going to turn your 1-year license into a lifetime license. That's right. That's a $1,700 value. You will pay once and never pay again. Okay? So here's what you're going to get. Lifetime access to site wrap. Lifetime access to site wrap. How many of you guys are completely surprised right now? Yeah, I'm like, wow, right? Okay, all the upgrades and enhancements for a full year, and then after that, it's just $49 a month. Just if you want any of the upgrades, you don't have to have them. It'll still work. Okay, it'll work for you but if WordPress makes a change, we got to be able to pay for reprogramming it. So you're part of that process. Okay, 2 monthly software update implementation sessions, the content and course creation masterclass, the analytics masterclass, the conversion strategy session, the partner license program, the 2 wrapped headers, everything for life, my friends. Everything is yours. Okay, so it's a value right now of I can't even see the slide because things over $8,000. You're going to pay just $497. Go right now because only the first 10 of you are going to get that $1,000 bonus with the strategy session. Okay, so guys, here it is. Now you've watched this entire presentation, and thank you so much for staying with me. I appreciate that. I know you want to maximize your marketing and build your business. I know that. And this is an excellent value. And it just got a lot better too, right? You want to take advantage of the outstanding discount and the amazing bonuses, which are worth over $7,000. And the double you'll love it guarantee. So just go to iboostify.com, get site wrap. Now, if you want to make your marketing tons more effective, if you want to take and build an active list fast, if you want to use retargeting on products that aren't yours, if you want to beat the bounce game, and beat the time on site stats, you're in perfect shape. If you want to win with Google without even trying, you want to totally, finally create the income and confidence you deserve, then this is definitely for you. Now, the best opportunity is right now. So order now, take advantage of your best savings option. Your best deal ever is lifetime access with one easy payment of just $497. So get started with us today. It takes less than 5 minutes to install the software, and I'll show you the members area in a second here. So just go ahead and do that. I'll show you the members area. Here's the kind of the final slide. Go to iboostify.com/get site wrap. Let me take you to the members area. So this is what will happen. And by the way, we're going to be manually setting you up. So you will be able to access the software. You'll be able to actually download it tonight, or today rather, but you won't be able to actually use it until probably tomorrow when we can get you into our actual system on our end. But you can download it right here, and the installation instructions, it takes like, I think, 4 minutes or whatever to watch them. There's all sorts of instructions and support videos right here, really easy to use, and they're short, so you're not spending a fortune of time. Okay, there's a whole bonus page that we built for you, and all of our user meetup sessions are right here. So you'll go right in, and everything is here. Okay, everything is here. And this is a super special session on WordPress security. Notice I did it in red for it's a must see. So I want to be sure that you get to watch that with Wolfie because it's really important. Okay, so this is the experience of our members area. We made it really simple, you guys. We made it really, really simple for you. So when you get to the actual sales page, all right, this is what you're going to see. All right, there's a timer on it. There's only a couple days left to be able to get this offer, and we're not making any promises as to whether it will ever be available again. Okay, so there are offers that we made in the past that are they're totally gone. So everything's summarized here. You got testimonials from Aileen and from Gina and from Tim Bennett, who loves SiteWrap. And here you go, $4.97. Now, if you scroll down, there's your guarantees. So I'll make sure you know that. And here's where you can buy with PayPal credit. There's even a little video tutorial on how that works. But if you are out of the country and need a payment plan, don't worry. You can get started for just $187 today and make 2 more payments of $187. So we will do financing for you. It'll cost you a few dollars more, but we will finance you just at $187 starting right now today. That's how we can work with you and work with you best, right? So Linda says the results are stunning. Can't thank you enough. And this is our 32 wrapped page person. And this is Michaela Kennedy. You can watch her video. It's fantastic. She loves what we're doing. And you will too. I mean, it's just pretty remarkable. So go over here, go ahead, click it, get signed up right now. It looks like we've got, from just the things that explode on my phone, looks like we got 3 or 4 already done. I can't really focus on that right now. I want to get questions answered. But go ahead and grab your spot. Chris is keeping an eye on the sales just to make sure that we don't overdo it. But I want to be sure that you are you're ready to rock and roll. So for those of you that have questions, why don't you pop into the chat with any questions that you've got. I'll be happy to answer them. You've got an opportunity of a lifetime here with SiteWrap. It's absolutely fantastic. So let me just scroll up and see what questions we have. And Gina, if you want to pop in and answer them with me, we can do that together if you are still here. Yep, you're still here. So
I am still here.
Yay. Okay, cool. So there was one question that was, is it ethical to wrap? And the answer to that is sure. You're not changing anything on the website. If you change the website, then you got a problem. But people want to be wrapped. They want to be found. That's why they have a website in the first place. So you're helping them. That's really, really important. Okay.
And related to that, we often get asked, is wrapping going to create duplicate content that could hurt you with search? As a matter of fact, no is the correct answer. You're not creating any kind of duplicate content. You're just showing people original content that exists elsewhere. The difference is, with SiteWrap, you don't have to send them to somebody else's site to see it. You can keep them on your site, and yet they still see somebody else's site. Google loves that. In Google's eyes, you're helping them to serve their searchers better, and they end up rewarding you with higher search engine rankings because of it all day long.
It's huge. The benefit of this is really off the chart. So I want every one of you to jump in and try it. You're gonna love it. You're just going to love it. It's super, super, super fun. And you can beat the bounce rate. You get all the benefits of that. And we're there to support you live every other week. Every other week. So it just don't get better than that. It just don't get better than that. The offer is available through Sunday night US, and then all bets are off. This page will go away. So I want you to take full advantage of it right now while you can. It's fully guaranteed, and as I said, we'll be setting up manually. So by sometime tomorrow, you'll be able to start doing your wraps, and that's totally cool. There was a question. I'm trying to scroll up and see if I can find it. The question was, oh gosh, I lost the question. Oh yeah, is every page wrappable? And I mentioned this earlier. No, every page is not wrappable. We used to be able to wrap TED Talks, and that was the best thing ever because TED Talks have like 18 minutes. That's how long they are. So people would just be on our page for a long time. But they redid their design, and for whatever reason, their technology doesn't agree with our technology, and you can't wrap them. It just doesn't happen. So sites like TED, Amazon, YouTube are not wrappable. But that's a minor number. I'd say that we're probably 96 to 98% wrappable. And that's a pretty good number. If anyone ever guarantees you anything in the online world, if anyone guarantees anything other than that Google could smack the heck out of you and put you out of business, um, they're not telling you anything accurate. Because nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is guaranteed. So you just got to understand that you got to work and work the numbers. And if you can get most everything done you want, great. We just bought a WordPress theme, and does it do everything I want? No, it does about 90%. 90% is better than nothing. So that's the way you play. Okay. I think I've got them. Was there anything else that we needed to answer, Gina, that you can see?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, cool. Well, then in that case, my dear Gina Gaudio Graves, thank you so much for joining us today. I know you had other places to be, so I am very grateful for your time.
I'm so sorry that I was late.
That's okay.
The landlord showed up unannounced.
I was telling stories about you, so it was all good.
Oh, good.
So anyway, you guys, again, it looks like I've got maybe 4 spots left right now from what it looks like on the screen here. So go ahead. Yeah, Chris is confirming that. So go ahead and do that right now. iBoostify.com / I'll put it on the screen here. iBoostify.com / get site wrap and get site wrap, and we'll get you all hooked up, and you will love the experience. So thank you all so much. Have an amazing rest of your day. And from Bangkok, this is Ken Krupp saying, have fun wrapping. Bye, everybody. Bye, Gina.
Bye, everybody.